Hello, hello, welcome to Aldsidu. Today we're doing a very Old Saxon topic, the Old Saxon healing charm, Uuurmsegen. Now, during a pandemic, I'm always shocked there's not more discussion on historical heathen charms. There's a plethora of healing charms that survive the historical record. And this is just a short list of my personal favorites. There's the Uuurmsegen, which is what we're going to be doing today, what we're going to discuss in detail today. It's an Old Saxon poem for healing. The first version was in the 9th century, but we also have a second version. It's found twice in the historical record. We have a 9th century manuscript and a 10th century manuscript. For those Old English heathens out there, we have the Nine Herbs Charm. And I like to pronounce the word herb with an H, as you Brits do. The first Merseburg charm. It's an old High German charm found in the 9th century, or dated to the 9th century. It's actually found on the outskirts of Old Saxon lands. We have the second Merseburg charm, found in the same spot, 9th century. For you Old English chaps, the Against a Dwarf, which is a late charm, but hey, it's a charm nonetheless. And we have Alpha Bloat in Cormac's saga, where a bloat is done to heal a person of a disease called elf shot. Now, there are more than these six, but these six are my favorite. And today we're going to do the Old Saxon Uuurmsegen. So here is an actual picture of the 9th century manuscript. So I'm going to actually attempt to pronounce the Old Saxon Uuurmsegen here. And I understand that some are going to point out that I sound like an American. Yeah, damn straight, I am an American. And while I was taught 3 different languages in graduate school, one of which I spoke for 12 years out of the country, I do have some skill in learning other languages, and I use that collegiate skill to teach myself Old Saxon. I've been studying Old Saxon for 21 years. However, I've never been in an Old Saxon class. So Dr. Scott T. Shell, a friend of mine who's moving to the Chicago area to join us here, he is probably going to tell me that my pronunciation stinks. Well, he's right. But let me do the best I can. I will read it in Old Saxon and then in Old English. Gang ut neso, meet nian nesiklinen, ut fana themo marie, an that ben, fan themo bene an that flesh, ut fana themo fleshka, an thea hud, ut fan thera hud an thessa strala, troten wortha so. My personal English translation, go out worm with 9 wormlings, out of the marrow into the bone, from that bone into the flesh, out from the flesh into the hide, out from the hide into this marrow. Droten, let it be so. Now, I believe that the Old Saxon alphabet was a runic alphabet. The letters you see right here, go out, worm, with 9 wormlings. These are Latin letters. You're going to say, now come on, man, these are English letters. We're writing in English here. But no, English is even a Germanic language, and the monks decided to use the Latin alphabet to make the Germanic languages in their writings. So when they wrote in Germanic languages, they used the Latin alphabet instead of runes. Now, some of the reason is they probably didn't know the runes well, and the other part of the reason is runes have magical heathen characteristics. I'm not getting too eccentric here because mainly runes are alphabets as well. But since there are other heathen aspects to the runes that we don't have in the Latin alphabet, I believe the monks deliberately stayed away from it. Plus, the monks they knew the Latin alphabet, they just did not know the runes. So hence, they quite simply wrote the Germanic languages with Latin letters. And due to this decision of the Christian monks, today Germanic languages use the Latin alphabet Well, we speak Germanic languages like English. So we have PH being an F, and SH, we have one rune for that. We have one rune for an F. We have one rune for a TH. But yet we need two English letters often, a double U, because the Latin alphabet did not have a W sound, so they used two U's as they do in Old Saxon. So Uuurmsegen, these are two U's for a W, get it? And then a U for worm. So you have the W, so it's really W-U-R, Uuurmsegen. So, nonetheless, for those of you rune lovers, here is the Old Saxon Uuurmsegen in runes. And I get that some of you guys will like that, and some of you guys will say, come on, stick with the Latin. Now, before I end this very short video, I could have shared the other 5, because I listed 6 runes, but I listed 6 rune charms, but I only covered the Uuurmsegen. Cormac Saga, because I'm doing a 3-part video on bloats. So Cormac Saga kind of fits into that. So the Spey woman answered, "There is a hill not far away from here where elves dwell. Now get the bull that Cormac killed and redden the outer side of the hill with its blood and make a feast for the elves with its flesh. Then you will be healed." So here's an example where blood is used to redden the hill, but it appears that meat is being left for the elves, which will be one of my counter arguments to my bloat video. But nonetheless, Cormac Saga is a charm against elf shot. So hey, if you like this video, come visit us at www.aldsidu.com. And check out aldsidu.com/blog to get all of our free blogs. Of course, like and subscribe. So thank you for joining us today at Aldsidu.